Wanasema getting married, mtu wangu hapo is a big deal. Na unafaa ku make sure you're on the same page. We need to actually check some boxes before we decide to settle in.
Yes.
And say that this is a partner that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Sure.
During COVID, ukapata wasee walijuana kwa sana.
Yes. And you also got to know the person you married changed long time ago. You know, they are no longer the same people. The mistake we do is to assume we have petty and now what we are supposed to talk about. Because the small things will always come back. Yes. The deal breaker is getting married to someone, expecting them to change from who they are. Never change for someone, and also never expect them to change.
Do you need somebody? A shoulder you can lean on when you're not strong. We're here for you. All Smile Therapy.
I think during COVID time, people got a moment of being with someone like they've never been with for so long. Because in Kenya like routine, you know, you're just there for a short time. Like you get it, like watu hawajuani, you know, like kukaa na wewe the whole day, a week, a month. Yes.
So right now, I mean, during COVID, ukapata wasee walijuana kwa sana.
Yes. And you also got to know the person you married changed long time ago. You know, they are no longer the same people. Yes.
Did they change or their true colors came into being because one got a mask?
Just get married.
No, you see, by the time they are dating, I want to believe they spend time together. I know that. Then could be a number of years they were busy with work and kids and all. And at this time, we can never talk about actually marriage will change, true colors, because some of these things, they are more of environmental. So you're with someone in the house and you realize, haya, kuna watoto wengine wanataka diaper because COVID came. And now all the calls they normally answer when they are at work. Walikuwa wanazichukua huko. So yeah, a lot of things. So definitely people really got to know their partners much more.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, and we agreed the week before, the last week, that we need to actually check some boxes before we decide to settle in.
Yes.
And say that this is a partner that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Sure.
And we said it cuts across a number of issues: finances, kids issues, education. Hiyo design jamaa mrembo aliona venye jamaa anachimba mitaro,
akaona huyu ako very adorable. I want to walk irudi home.
Wanasema getting married, mtu wangu hapo is a big deal. Na unafaa ku make sure you're on the same page, mtu wangu wa power.
Wewe na mpenzi wako
lazima mkwe on the same.
Okay, anaweza kuwa page 20 lakini pia usikuwe mbali.
Lakini unaweza rudi nyuma 19 upate page 1 naende mbele 19 akupate 20 mkwe pamoja. Hiyo design umwambie cheki. Mimi by the way kwetu tuko na trauma.
Vitu tulizaliwa hivi.
Hiyo design.
Mimi kama niko na shida moja yenye najuanga.
Which is
napenda kujifanyia vitu. Mimi sipendi kuoshewa viatu.
So are you okay me washing my own shoes, my own clothes, and pressing my own clothes?
Ambia no.
Amazon be too petty sana to discuss.
No. Very important. Now, the mistake we do is to assume we have petty and now what we are supposed to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we have issues and non-issues.
Exactly. Because the small things will always come back. Yes.
Amazing. Mi kama kitu sipendi ni kuenda supermarket after kazi.
Sasa kuna ingine yenye na kuna ingine yenye sasa tutasema tuangalie ni wewe, is it something in you? Ni kuchoka, umechoka.
Precisely.
Sasa unaona hiyo, that's when we talk about efforts and compromise.
Ukitaka niende supermarket, niambie mapema, nitafute time in between. Lakini once nimetoka studio, the only place nina pulling over Alfajiri kukimbia.
Haya, mimi na shida yangu nikiingia shopping na mama watoto tutakosana.
Kwa nini?
Kwa sababu anachukua vitu haziko kwa budget. Ama sasa aanze kuniambia, unajua mimi kuna hesabu zingine sifanyagi za 2 bob, 3 bob. Ati sasa mbona ninunue mafuta 1 liter? Na 2 liters ni 480 na hizi unit 3. Sasa mimi hizo vitu hizo sio ndo timing. So ili niende kwa cafeteria, nikimaliza kuchukua vitu.
Wewe niite sasa ama unitumie till.
So mimi huzuia sana vitu kama hizo.
Ai. Upate sasa Jumapili. Si lazima kanisa. Inategemea Saturday nilikuwa wapi.
Na spirit yangu inasikia kwenda chai.
Unagie. Lakini sababu mimi nimelala imaanishi nyinyi mulale.
Nyinyi muamke muende.
Ajua Mungu kuwa na mimi.
Muniombe.
Anyway, so we say some things waga tunaziangalia ama tunazidim as very petty, yet they are very significant.
Yes.
And there are things that we look at them as are very, very critical, yet they are very minute issues. How do we go about it, Trizah?
First, just like what you said, it's also good to note that marriage is work, and work means you must work on it.
Yeah.
You being the both of you.
You too. Like, marriage can never be a one-person affair.
It's overburdening if it's one person working.
Exactly. So that means kama ulikuwa mahali, unaenda hiyo mahali ukijua kesho, kama tunaenda kanisa, ni sisi wote na familia. So that's work, part of it. That's work, part of it. You know, marriage, and it comes with the commitments, you know.
It comes with the commitment.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that you need to agree that no matter what, not unless maybe we've traveled and we've been together as a family, if it's about church and we all decide on Sundays we'll have to be going to church, let it not be optional when it comes to one person.
Yes.
But again, that is just one aspect of it. I know last time we mentioned about, you know, most of the things that we know, money, religion and all that. So maybe we can look at the psychological things that we need to take care of.
Because we touched all the other basic things.
Yes.
We said finances, we spoke about children, religion, we spoke about career growth, we spoke about family.
Yes.
We spoke about friends. Na vitu kama hizo.
Yes.
And then kuzingine hatukugusia kama politics. Mambo ya celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, na vitu kama hizo. Are they a big deal to you, or is it just a matter of me wishing you a birthday, message, I'm a wish in the morning and that's it? Sindio, night out na vitu kama hizo za tulimuikamba.
Date night.
Names. Nikikuoa
ni wita Wanjiko
ama utakuwa Kenywa. Unaje? Unapata vitu kama hizo zote lazima tu discuss. Vitu kama will nikigenya ama we uondoke ama tuondoke together.
How will it be?
Yeah, vitu kama hii ingine next of kin.
Yes, nani anataka kwa mama yako, mama yangu?
Mimi nimeweka mama yangu.
Hao no.
You're supposed by there to discuss
Yes.
and openly share.
Vitu kama pets. Wala penda paka.
Na mimi sipendi.
Mimi napenda umbwa.
Kuna mmoja alio mwingine anapenda hizo wagido hizo.
Yes.
Jamaa na sinizu siku mbaya.
Ako na hiki.
Allergy sinongus.
Unajia?
Yes,
and then deal breakers ni nini? What can happen to you? Ile design useme no, this one
I can't.
After hii kinifanyikia we are done. Deal breakers.
When it comes to partners, in this case, you're there, you're dating before marriage. There is a lot of things to look at, Igunza. And you decide, because there is what we call as red flag. Most of the time, people will come for therapy, but we realize, actually, the reason why they're coming is something they saw long time ago. But they got in the sense that at a change. So for me, what I'll say about deal breaker is getting married to someone, expecting them to change from who they are. Whatever it is, if you are here with someone, they take alcohol, na unasema nitamuombea mpaka tukiwa kwa hiyo nyumba ataacha, please do not.
If alcoholism is a deal breaker for you, state that from the very beginning.
Yes, and you see, you don't have to change someone. You can just say, it's okay. I'm sure you'll still get someone
who can tolerate.
Yeah, no, who, I mean, you will be compatible.
Yeah, or if you see I am not stopping, you join me.
Yes, hapo pata you are an alcoholic, but hapo pia ni alcoholic, mnapatana kwa bae, sasa mnasote ngori zenyu kwa bae.
No, never change for someone, and also never expect them to change. Because those are two things that make people realize, oh, I married the wrong person.
Never change for someone.
Yes.
And don't expect them
to change. Exactly. Expound on that. Yeah. If you are this person, you're used to going out and all, and now all of a sudden, because you are dating someone, and maybe in this case, let's use religion. So they're telling you, lazima tuende kanisa and all that. So you decide, this is the time. Sitakuwa nikifanya hivi kwa sababu ya yule msichana niko na yeye, or even the guy that I'm dating. Please just get to know that's the fake self, and living a lie doesn't last for long. It's short-lived. So within no time you will both come to know, no, because your real self will still come. It will come to be, it will manifest. The mask will fall off. Lazima, yes, it will fall off. So utabaki ukiwa nani? But the real you who cannot be tolerated by this is what we say. Let's say you are going to maybe in a fruit farm and you want to take a lemon, then hii lemon imejifanya chungwa, so you are like, oh yeah, but you see ndani, exactly, so hii ndani itatokea, but you are not in for this. So ni pumpkin lakini ndani ni kaloni. So una end up kukua na the wrong person, and the wrong quote unquote, in the sense that this is not the person you married, because you married the fake side of that person. Amazing. Yes. And then go to the psychological aspect of it. The part that we really talk about. Psychological. Yeah, and you don't have to be a psychologist for you to talk about these things. So maybe so mtu anafikiria sasa. Psychological aspects ni gani? Okay, get to know this person. How about since the time they got to know themselves? Yeah. Imagine you are marrying someone and you will spend so much time than the much they spent with their parents and their siblings. I mean, you marry someone at 28, 30 years, 35, but utakuwa naye for 90, I mean, mpaka mzeeke, you know. What do you mean? Anataka akikoka 45 Mungu amchukue. Ati 45. Mimi nilisema 75. No, if you subtract ile maisha ulikuwa before marriage. Na yenye sasa sasa kwenye walioana wakiwa form 4. Now imagine. So you really need to get to know this person. You need below the belt. That's bro. Hawa wako na maisha ya mama yao na ya bibi sasa direct. You see? Yes. So yeah, get to know this person, and by knowing them, see ati unawafanyisha interview. It's also for you to be more aware of the person that you're having, or the person you're taking into your life. Get to know what they experience. So kuna swali, when you come for therapy, we normally ask people, just share with me 3 of your childhood memorable moments. So unatuuliza ama? Okay. Yeah, unaweza nijibu. Okay, one of my most memorable moment, childhood. Yes. I think kunyonya. So easily happy moments ama? Yeah, memorable. It's something you cherish. Good. Mimi niko nafurahia kwenda Nyayo Stadium wakati wa vimbo ya Nyayo. Hatuongoza kwenda wapi? Watoto watao. Hiyo design. Alafu niko napenda crazy. Christmas mali tulikuwa tunaishi. Unapata Christmas Eve na New Year's Eve. Tuko naletewa mama presents kwa sana. Mimi nilitezeka sana. Tuko tunaletewa mama presents. So unapata when we wake up in the morning, watu wote kwa kambi, watakuwa na hizo makofia za Krisi na za New Year na hizo za Fidirida za kupuliza. Sio watoto wa kale. Mpya, nguo mpya kulikuwa. Unajua hizo zilikuwa amazing sana, and then tulikuwa tunaletwa pamoja, yani tuna celebrate. Kuna mother alikuwa anaitwa Mama Mary. Alikuwa anakuja, yani alikuwa mlami.
anamuka then mapairo wetu wote wanagather kama uko na masiblings umetoka Mushadha wanagather nyinyi mnagather yani then mnaanza kuimbia unaget karibu karibu karibu
mpaka kwa mnajua Kiswahili
tumeona unaget vitu hizo zilikuwa zinanibliss
wazungu
mimi mzungu nilimwona akisoma story ya
missionaries ya Wakristo ama hii
kwa hiyo Wakristo iko siari nilimwona kwa kitabu
your story okay kuna wale wana resonate
ya mwisho ilikuwa kucheza sasa tulikuwa na community kucheza
community
kalongolongo ati community
tulikuwa tunangoja miti katwa alafu tujenge nyumba cha baba
na mama
hata sisi tulifanya cha baba na mama unajua hiyo design kukifia kwa zile nyasi zimefia kwa tinga
kitu ni flash
brokoli
no tinga ilikuwa ina camp inafieka nini inaitwaje kambi so we gather the grass yenye imeshakuwa cut tunatengeneza manyumba nazo we separate ourselves into families na vitu kama hizo. I think ndio maana nilioa mapema.
Ndio ulioa mapema.
Tinga.
You see, by you sharing that,
yes,
already ushamsoma.
Yeah, I mean, si hata umeelewa huyu.
No wonder that
different, you know? Yeah.
I know.
Sisi ni gokuruta, I mean, and a lot of you see now we are
together. Unajua diva.
You see now we are
unajua modhoa.
Adigekate.
Modhoa unajua ni nini?
Najua modhoa.
Modhoa unajua ni nini?
Modhoa Asha.
Unaona. Na ile habari ya kibuyu kwa mlima. Unateremka huko chini inatoboka suruali hivi inapitwa na
wala.
Wewe kutaka huko nini?
So by sharing that, you get to know where this person is coming from and actually who they are. You know, that tells a part of you.
Yeah.
And of course, that's not to scare. You know, it's something to now start getting to know who you mean nani haswa. You see now from what you are sharing, if let's say you are with someone, then ukienda kwa ukiona ng'ombe ama mbuzi hujui which is which, hawatakuwa ile like shocked because I know where this person is coming from. That's one thing. Number two, then we like asking, okay, fine, psychologically when you share, what comes is what you cherish as your memorable moments when you are a kid. It means it's what was amiss. So,
what you cherish
right now.
No. The much you can remember. Let me give you an example. Where you ask someone and they tell you, ile sato dada alikuwa na kam. Automatically you get to know kulikuwa na absentee dad. And you know absentee dad doesn't mean that you're not married. I mean, you might be still you're married to the mom, but you're working far.
Long distance.
Exactly. Like back in the days, people walikuwa wako Ocha, alafu maybe kuna wale wako town, something like that. Then you also ask about, you know, the unpleasant memories. And maybe you can share because you've already shared with us about your memorable.
Wait, yes. Yes, you will share them, please. Ati, when you're sharing with someone, or even when someone is undergoing like therapy sessions with you guys, and you ask them about memorable times, and they tell you, we were the happiest family when dad would do something, or when mom would, or when we as a family would. Now you know the opposite of that is?
That was a rare thing, a rare aspect in their lives. So you start from there. Of course, that's for me when I'm assessing, not for you. Because if it was a kawaida thing, then it would not be in your list of memorable. I mean, people who, like, you've not mentioned chapati, so automatically we know mulikuwa mnakula. I'm sure kama ingekuwa mimi ama Benso, tungesema chapo. Wewe umesema Christmas ukasema
chapo hata ilikuwa inauzwa kwa hoteli ya
Now you see
Karara, nilikuuliza Karara vile.
You see that's
the difference.
Inako kwa soup.
Chapo hiyo ilikuwa.
You see now that's the difference. So seriously.
Keki ndio ilikuwa na hiyo.
No, unapenda keki.
When we tell you a memorable moment, alafu wako tuseme chapo, no we mean it because ilikuwa ina
So, automatically wewe kama therapist unajua huyu amelelewa na shida.
Sijasema hivyo. No, unajua chapo haikuwa kitu anapata, lakini we also ask is kutopata chapo, is it something for therapy? Wait. No, it's not, but you see that's how we get to know.
Bring it home.
Yes.
Based on what I've shared.
Yes.
Ebu ambia public nilikuwa nini saizi kwa life yangu ni what have you gathered?
Okay, me what I've gathered.
Asi wewe.
No, let's
alilelewa kwa kambi.
Yes.
So ilikuwa kubwa, sasa unapenda kushout. That's why. Kwa kambi lazima mshautiane. Hii kushout ndio kwa kambi.
Okay.
Hiyo ingine ni kuimbia wazungu.
Ndio maana napenda karaoke.
Maana napenda karaoke. Those are two things as the therapist that I am.
Okay.
Yes. Now let's hear the experts.
From my experience.
Yes.
Na usiende deep sana.
No, hapana. You see, I'm not even basically to assess. We're just having a conversation. Yeah, so of course I have not assessed you because I'm not allowed to. But from what you've said, you've mentioned something like presence. So maybe tungekuwa kwa therapy session, ningetaka kujua, is it that this is something that used to come during Christmas or even before then, and you love presents to date, and you get presents?
I love presents. Lakini I don't care if they don't come.
I've not asked about whether you care or not. I've asked if you
do. Come on. Okay.
This country should be this. As in, I appreciate because you feel like someone has actually given it a thought. Okay?
Yeah.
And me, irrespective of what you've gotten me, I'll appreciate because you thought about it. You know, yeah, man. But even if it doesn't happen,
you're still okay.
Kama saizi bali nimefika hadi hizo ya birthday, I don't care. Me will give thanks to Almighty nikipata nimekutana another year. Hata siwezi post nowadays.
You're past that.
I think so.
Here to assess another day. So yeah, we are talking about getting to know this person. So maybe he can share with us his unpleasant ndio tuseme hizo zingine psychologically, and bado unaka uko na kitu.
Niko na
there's something that you're not saying. Yeah. You need therapy. You are not. There's something you're suffering.
No problem. We are all patient.
It comes to maybe the intimate time and all, and so you need to be more patient with them and also get to understand where they are coming from, because at times there is an approach that you can use and it reflects back, or what you call flashback, to the time they were abused, you know. So for that, we do encourage people, please take up counseling, go for premarital therapy, counseling, go see a professional. I know most of the time maybe we want to do it with our religious leaders and all that, but it's very, very important, even as we are being mentored spiritually and in other areas.
Yes.
Go and see a professional counselor, because these are some of the things that you'll be able to discover. In the process, you'll also be able to discover so much about you that you do not know, to ensure that you are able to process, because we keep on saying hurt people. You do not give
people.
Yes. Exactly. So if you grew up in a violent home, chances are very high that even the family you're about to start, it will still follow, you know, the same direction. So it's always good so that we can all process. And as you're discovering yourself, we say it's a journey of counseling is a journey of self-discovery and discovery of your surroundings. And in this case, your surroundings, I mean, includes even your partner. You get to know who they are, where to support them, because some of these things, they actually need your help, your understanding, and your patience. Yes.
Amazing sana. Watu pia umesema wamefunga shule.
Yes, wamefunga, and sahi wamefunga. By the way, we are seeing kids for counseling. Waletwe wote wakuje. We have 50% discount from 6 years. From 6 years, 6 to 18 years. Normal package goes for 3,500. Now we are charging at 1,800. Please reach out, come book in advance. People are really booking.
Hii ni counseling peke yake ama pia kukatwa?
Apana, hii kwanza ni ya counseling. To call this August holiday for counseling.
December ndio.
Sasa hiyo ya circumcision, we call it boys to men male circumcision.
Yes.
And the only thing we say is That's a surgical procedure. So for us, we are taking it in a very professional way. So we
Yes.
say transition is actually not about the process of the, the medical process, the surgical procedure. Transition is for them to be aware about themselves, their emotional and physical body changes and all that comes now from getting into teenagehood. So yeah, for parents out there, please register with us. This coming, it will be a 10-day boot camp from 22nd of November up to 1st of Dec. You can go to our YouTube and see what we did for 2022 boot camp last year. Yeah, bring them.
Amazing. Lakini ya August ni counseling peke yake.
Hii ni counseling ya watoto. Wacha we process the traumas. We also, like create that awareness for them to know how to call out for help, how to cope, and all these things that are happening in school. Let's get to, address them in good time.
Amazing sana. Nasema wanapatikana pale hivyo All Smiles
Therapy Center.
iko maeneo ya Westlands, Mpaka Road.
Yes, Mpaka Road. You can call us 0793 561 669.
Kama unaingia kwa mitandao ya social media,
Utatupata All Smiles Therapy Center.
digital kabisa.